Hey, welcome back guys. So today on this video, we're talking about money orders, and more specifically, I'm going to quickly answer a question I keep getting a lot on my other video, and that is, how do you fill out a money order? So let's go ahead and talk about this. First off guys, real quick video, there's not too many steps involved, so be sure to stick around to the end of the video. So you didn't learn how to fill out a money order in school, that's not a problem. I'm gonna go ahead and teach you now, but why would you even need to fill out a money order anyways? These are so old-fashioned. Well, that's pretty easy. If you run an online business like I do, you know that sometimes with e-commerce, these vendors require you to pay upfront before they're going to create your product, and a lot of times they want you to send a money order because it's very hard for you to cancel the transaction. Whatever the case is, I have a couple of examples of money orders here. Now, when you're filling out a money order, they're all basically the same. They do have slight variations depending on where you purchased your money order. So here for these examples, I have a USPS money order, a MoneyGram money order, and then also a Western Union money order. So these are some of the more popular companies where you might buy a money order. So let's go ahead and look at this one first. So with a USPS money order, they actually have more categories that you're going to need to fill out than these other forms of money orders. So here on the top left, you're going to see pay to. So this is who you're going to be sending the payment to. Now, if you're paying a company or even an individual, you need to make sure that you spell their name correctly and then also use the name that's listed on their ID, because if they go to cash this and you have misspelled it, kind of like a plane ticket, it is possible that it's going to be rejected. If the money order is rejected, then you're going to have to get a reissue from the USPS, and that's not an easy process. It's going to take some time. So make sure that you confirm with that person what their name should be. So whether it's their company, so if it's ABC123 LLC or corporation, make sure you put all of that information in there. Also with their name, make sure that you do not misspell their name. Or sometimes we know folks, for example, Susan Smith, but sometimes she goes by Susan Thompson because she got married. So make sure that you use the correct name that they request. And generally what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them send me an email of what they want me to put on the money order. That way, if there's an issue, it's on them. And that way I can verify exactly what the pay to is for the money order. Next, some money orders do require you to put an address. So for this one right here on a USPS money order, they're actually asking for two addresses, one right here and then one right here. Usually the address is going to be your address. And the reason for that is if the money order is lost or if whoever's receiving it has questions, they know how to mail correspondence to you. So you definitely want to go ahead and put your address. However, on the USPS money order, this address right here is going to be the receiving party. So if you're buying from a vendor, you want to put their address here, and then your address is going to be right over here. Now here also, many money orders do have a memo or a note section. Usually what I'm going to do there is I'm going to put my account number. So if I'm purchasing from one of my vendors and I do not have an account number, I'll put my company name or I'll put my name, and that way they can reference what this money order is for, because depending on who you're working with, they might receive 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 money orders depending on the size of their company. So if yours gets lost, at least if you put a memo, they're going to be able to locate which account this money order is for. So that's memo. That is optional, but again, I would definitely go ahead and recommend that. Now here on the right side of the USPS money order, you're going to go ahead and put your name. So it says right here from, so that would be your name, who is sending the money order. And then you will want to go ahead and put your address right here as well. Now, once you filled that out, you don't want to go ahead and just send that out. What I'm going to recommend is you go ahead and scan a copy. Most smartphones can go ahead and scan these really quickly. If you don't have a scanner on your phone, usually you can get a free app in the App Store or Google Play. And then you'd want to go ahead and scan this. And usually what I'll do also is I'll email that scanned copy to myself, and that way I have a record of it. Because the thing is, if this money order is lost, whether it's your fault or their fault or the mailing system's fault, it doesn't really matter. You will need this serial number here on the top left, also the check number, and then also the amount of the check. And then when the money order was issued, you're going to need all that information in order to file a claim. Now, if you mail this out and you don't write this down, it's basically impossible to recover that information. So I would definitely go ahead and scan this copy, keep a copy for yourself, at least until that has been confirmed paid by whoever you're sending the money order to. So that's a USPS money order. And then let's go ahead and switch on over to this other one. So this is a MoneyGram money order. So you can buy this at various different local retailers. So on a MoneyGram money order, you're going to go ahead and just fill out these sections over here. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and pay to the order of, and like I said earlier, go ahead and make sure that you list the correct company name or full name of the person that they want. Now they're asking for a signature right here. You do not want to sign that. That's going to be whoever receives the money order. Okay, so here on this section, they are asking for a signature. So they want you to sign this. So you are the purchaser. You are not the receiver of this money order. So you're going to go ahead and sign that. And a MoneyGram money order, they don't specify whose address it is, but this is actually going to be your address. And again, this addresses so that whoever receives the money, they can go ahead and contact you. Also, if this MoneyGram money order gets lost, they know how to go ahead and send that back to you, whoever finds it. And then the same thing on this one, you want to go ahead and scan a copy for yourself. Here on the right side, you can go ahead and tear off this copy. This is actually your receipt and it has all the pertinent information on there, but definitely does not hurt to go ahead and scan and keep a copy for yourself. I've ran into this personally where the money order is lost and I had to file a claim. So you're going to need all this information that's on the money order. So as you can see, the MoneyGram money order is a little bit more simple to fill out because they're only asking for your address. They're not asking for the receiver's address, but it's basically the same thing. It's a little bit similar. And then lastly, let's go ahead and jump on over to this version of a Western Union money order. So on a Western Union money order, the receipt's going to be located down here on the bottom, as you can see. So you're going to need to tear this off and then you'll keep that. That's your receipt that carries all the information if you need to file a claim. However, up here at the top, you're going to need to fill this out. So there's actually 4 different sections you're going to need to fill out on a Western Union money order. The first is going to be the pay to the order. So you're going to list the name of the company you're sending this to or the name of the person. And then the second line right here is going to be your mailing address. Same thing. That's if your money order is lost, they know where to send it back to. And then here on the top right, you're going to go ahead and put an account number. So this would be your account number with whatever vendor that you're paying. If you don't have an account number with them, I would still go ahead and put a property address, something that references why you're sending this money order in. And that way they're going to know what this money order is for. So it could be a tax payment. It could be for a 500 unit order for one of your vendors, whatever it is, go ahead and put it in there if you don't have an account number. And then lastly, you're going to want to go ahead and sign your money order here on the bottom right. And then that money order is now complete. So you can go ahead and mail this out. Like I said earlier, definitely go ahead and scan this because if this thing gets lost in the mail, it's nearly impossible to replace if you don't have the pertinent information here. Now, there are different variations of MoneyGram money orders, Western Union money orders, and post office money orders, but they're all basically going to be the same. Also, there are other companies that issue money orders. So the most confusing part that people keep messaging me about is the address. Generally, it's going to be your address that you're going to be putting on there, not the receiver. So there you have it, guys. If you're wondering how to fill out a money order, that's the easiest way I know how to do it. If you know an easier way, be sure to leave a comment below. Let the rest of us know how you did it. Hopefully you found that video useful. If so, click thumbs up or maybe consider subscribing to my channel, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.